Oh yeah.
What your favorite horror game / series says about you. Five Nights at Freddy's. You're a nerd obsessed with the lore, or you think the robots are hot. There is no in between. Resident Evil. You love bad controls and getting killed by zombies. You're also kinda cool, but awkward like Leon. Bendy and the Ink Machine. You low-key had a little crush on Bendy when you were younger. Danganronpa. You don't suffer from insanity, you enjoy it! Baldi's Basics. You're not actually that good at math. Left 4 Dead. You've been playing this game for too many years now. You also got a bunch of sick mods. Silent Hill. You think a true horror game is standing around pondering in the fog for hours. And you definitely listen to slowed down plus reverb music. I'm scared. You're scared. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. You have amnesia. At least you wish you did, so you could experience the fear all over again. Now you're crazy. Corpse Party. You have mental issues, but you keep it in. Keep the mask up. Dead by Daylight. You start at midnight and you play till daylight, but sadly, you aren't dead. Until dawn. You were up until dawn, but it's just because you were using the bathroom. The Evil Within. The more you play, the more evil you become. Poppy Playtime. You're probably in a skibbity toilet too, and that's not a good thing. Garden of Banban. You saw single color monsters and thought, whoa, that's so cool, this is my personality now. Phasmophobia. You regularly laugh with joy and scream with fear in the span of 10 seconds when playing. Ib. You're an artist. Not your only personality trait, but you're definitely an artist. Alien Isolation. Sometimes you feel violated, but you kinda like it. Dead Space. You've always loved space ever since you were 8 years old. Also violence. Big fan of that too. Little Nightmares. You spiritually relate to 6, and one of your favorite movies is Coraline. Yuminiki. You either do drugs, take meds, or both. Hotline Miami. You find it super relatable and relaxing. Ah, me too, bro. Me too. The Stanley Parable. Your life is a lie. Limbo. You're not someone who needs color to appreciate a game. The Forest. You think you're a real survivor compared to Minecraft survival players, but neither of you would survive overnight in real life. Franbo. You yourself are a creepy little critter with a memorable face. Sally Face. You have some identity issues, and don't you dare deny it. Detention. You've never actually been to detention. Come on, indie horror game player? No way. Layers of Fear. You definitely make vent art in your free time. Granny. You're subconsciously scared of your actual grandma. Hello Neighbor. You have a weird neighbor. No, wait. You are the weird neighbor. Mad Father. You don't know many other Mad Father appreciators, but when you meet them, you got nothing but respect for them. Dark Deception. You like giving yourself a panic attack. Fatal Frame. You take way too many pictures, both in-game and in real life. Little Misfortune. You really love a good, looks like it's for kids but is actually messed up game. Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Honestly, same thing as the last one. Aoni. You have an interesting brain. Interesting isn't bad, necessarily. It's just a little interesting. Emily Wants to Play. You want to play, Emily wants to play. All y'all want to do is play. Just chill out, quit playing. You, me, and her. You're either Team Miyuki or Team Aoi. Team Miyuki, bring the heat. Team Aoi, you're for the streets. Like, leave. If you're Aoi, get out of here. Go away. Die. The Witch's House. The various deaths make you feel a little sick in your stomach, but also a little tingly in a good way. Luigi's Mansion. You're a real badass, and I thought I was brave. Ew. League of Legends. Okay, sir or ma'am, you can handle some really scary games. I commend you. Any Roblox horror game. No. There's no way. Any VR horror game. You act all tough and unbothered until the headset goes on. Any indie horror game. You're You're an 8-year-old who's getting into the next horror game trend that'll die in a month. Or you're a gaming connoisseur who found a niche indie horror that you guard from the public as a hidden gem. Omori. Once you got into the fandom, you've never been able to get out. You're also in psychosis. Doki Doki Literature Club. You're a traumatized simp, and you still haven't let go. It's been so many years, but still. Natsuki!
Midnight Witch.
Cool! Hey everyone, it's MVPerry, and if you clicked on this video, it's probably because you really love Doki Doki Literature Club, or you just really like me, and you watch everything I post. But if it's that first reason, stick around because I got something right up your alley. First of all, I want to say huge thanks to the dev of Midnight Witch for sponsoring this video. What is Midnight Witch? It's a visual novel with a seemingly innocent start, but it progresses further and further into insanity. I don't want to spoil anything, but I do have to say I felt kind of nostalgic getting a new PTSD similar to the one DDLC gave me. Even down to the fourth wall breaking and the glitchy, scary moments. The game is free on Steam, so I highly suggest you go in blind and just download it and play it. But I do have to give a warning. It is definitely a mature game. Like, it's not sus, okay? It's not like sus mature, but it's adult mature, if that makes sense. So what exactly is it about, right? Basically, it was just supposed to be another day in college, but when a stunningly beautiful new professor shows up, your average day takes an unexpected dark turn. She is a witch. You and the other students are now all trapped in the classroom, waiting for death to pick you off one by one. Can you find a way out? Foil the witch's cruel game? Save the girl you love? Can you even make it out alive? That's what it says on the Steam description, but I'm gonna go into a little more detail. And don't worry, I'll put some nice images up on screen of the Midnight Witch so you can simp for her. So basically it starts out with you as the player, just a regular guy, right? Hanging out at college with a couple buddies. Dan, the cool guy, and Wes, the dweeb. Emma, your girlfriend, is being all flirty and loving with you, kissing you and hugging you and other things you probably can't relate to. And then Jessica, the popular girl, joins the group. Jessica and Emma, they got beef, they got drama, but it's nothing too crazy. There's also these two twins named Zoe and Chloe. Class is starting soon and you all go in, and as class begins, the new teacher is here. But she's not really what you think of as a teacher. Like, she's not what would come to your mind initially. She's friendly, she's cute, and she's only a few years older than the class. She's Evelyn! And Evelyn, yeah, this is the part where things get weird. I'm not gonna spoil it, but what I am gonna do is suggest you play it yourself, because I'm telling you, weird stuff happens, and it happens fast. That's one thing I like about the game is, unlike a bunch of other horror visual novels or horror games I've played, where it can take kind of a long time to get to the scary parts, Midnight Witch just jumps right into it after only a little bit of backstory. I describe the game as similar to DDLC, but different, and I truly mean that. It's like, it takes some similar aspects, but it's a completely original thing. It's a solid visual novel with different endings, and it's an emotional roller coaster. There will be a lot of times you're thinking, what the hell just happened, bro? I've played a fair amount of visual novels in my life, and there are definitely some that I've just forgotten. I just completely forgot they existed. But I know for sure that Midnight Witch is going to be one of the ones that I remember. Some other cool features about the game: fast-paced narration filled with mystery and magic, multiple endings based on in-game choices, original art in 1080p, and there's a lot of other cool things about it. If you want to give it a try, it's fairly short and it's free on Steam. You can download it right now using the link in the description, the pinned comment, or just by searching it up on Steam. But of course, keep in mind, you know, there's an official warning even on the game. It says, this game contains material that some may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. So, you know, the game has violence, it has mature topics, it has some cursing. So if you're younger, this is not for you. But if you're older and you're like me, then all the warnings I just gave you probably made you more interested in playing it. Once again, huge thanks to Crimson Moon Studio for sponsoring this video. I think Midnight Witch is pretty cool, and it deserves a lot more recognition. It's a hidden gem, like the one on Evelyn's necklace.
Who's cuter, me or Monica?